Hi there and welcome to another episode of Edu Talks. My name is Eduardo Zaidenthal, most known as Edu, and I am an educator. I've been working for the last 15 years with education of leaders in organizations, in startups, in big corporations, in communities. This is my weekly program where I share my learnings, my thoughts, my experiences in a Ubuntu way, which is I am because you are, and I impact you and you impact others and the others impact me, and here we go. Today's episode is dedicated to the topic Ubuntu leadership. Yes. If you haven't done so, please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe it, and also check my website. It's both in Portuguese and in English, and you can check out my background, my history, and all the content that I've been developing for so many years now. I say that because there is a playlist in my YouTube channel, Edu Talks, and the episode number 4, I talked about Ubuntu, the concept, the philosophy, the principles. So if you haven't checked it, please go there and look at what means Ubuntu and what it means to live in an Ubuntu way. Today's episode, I'm going to talk about Ubuntu leadership, which is a process, a methodology, a discourse that I and other people, in partnership with lots of people actually, I've been working on in developing a methodology to help people lead in an Ubuntu way. This is a journey, and if you ask me, Edu, but what does that mean essentially? So to live Ubuntu leadership is an eternal journey. It's a never-ending journey. The biggest symbol of it is a spiral with different stages. Of course, I'm going to talk about the stages in a different episodes, otherwise this is going to be too long. But today I want to focus on what does it mean Ubuntu leadership. And an Ubuntu leader is someone that constantly, at the same time, focus on the me space, on developing you, especially self-awareness, self-knowledge. It's an eternal process of looking at yourself, reflecting on your observer, on how you look things, you feel things, your body, your history, your practices, and you keep on focusing on that and learning and developing. And me space with the we space, the relationship with others, the capacity to develop and build teams that trust, that perform, that deliver results. It's a methodology that will help you work together, that works. Besides the me, the we, and the world. So how can we create projects, initiatives, processes, systems that express the future that we want to create in a conscious way? So me, we, world, and then last but not least, the quantum. And this is represented by quantum because I know that there are many different ways of looking at it, but it's the mystery, it's the unknown. Even science doesn't know a lot of things. What is Ubuntu leadership? Ubuntu leadership is the integration, the journey to integrate all these dimensions. And how we integrate all these dimensions? By learning, focusing in each one. And because we are here in this planet, in this dimension, we separate just for the sake of learning, of understanding, and of practicing. But the ultimate journey, the ultimate goal, if I would say, or the purpose, is to integrate, is to get in a stage, and that's why it's an eternal process, that you don't even know the difference between me, we, and world and quantum, because the wholeness, you reach that and you feel that. So I'm really excited with being dedicated, again, me and other people, and in partnership with a lot of people, in working with Ubuntu leadership methodology and helping a lot of people right now. And I already impacted with my work thousands and thousands of people, and I hope And my ambition is to impact millions and millions of people with this methodology that has practices, it has distinctions to help in each one of the stages, leaders going through your journey, your life, your dreams, your purpose, your mission. So it's not something a theory that you cannot apply. Ubuntu leadership is something that you apply on your life now, because it's about your life. So this is an invitation. If you want to know more, again, follow me, connect with me. I've been taking this methodology already to organizations, to communities, and I have been partnering and again honoring really important organizations such as IPAV, that I already mentioned in episode 4 about Ubuntu, that has a beautiful methodology on Ubuntu Leaders Academy, and all the ontological community represented here that I interacted a lot with, Newfield Network of Julio Olaya, also Institute for Generative Leadership with Bob Dunham and the whole community of generative leadership, and more authors and more theories, Integral, for example, from Ken Wilber, and other theories and other topics and other distinctions that we integrate in this methodology and create a journey for you, leader, to lead as an Ubuntu leader. So welcome, come, and in the following up episodes, I'll talk about more about Ubuntu leadership for sure. See you.